Hey, I'm Steve, and I'm here with Brooke, and we're at a undisclosed corporate headquarters in California, and we're going to talk about the different snack options at this corporate center. So you may be familiar with a lot of foods that we have here. And Brooke, thank you for being here. You work here. What's the kind of tendencies that you see when people come to the snack room?
Well, we have these 4-ounce cups that are provided for us for our different snacks here. And what I tend to see is that people fill up the cup with whatever. If they like salty, sweet, whatever kind of food that they want to try, they'll fill up the cup and take it back to their desks and maybe come back a few times a day.
And do you ever see anybody filling these cups up?
Yes.
So, and this is something very, very common where whatever the size of our container is what we fill up. And most times it has nothing to do with the actual serving size of the food. So to give you kind of an example, and it makes sense, you have a little cup, you have some M&Ms, right? It's probably 2 o'clock, you're tired or stressed, you have meetings and you need a little pick-me-up. You grab M&Ms, you have a little 4-ounce cup, you fill it up. But without knowing, if you didn't know, now you know the calories, but if you didn't know, how many calories would you guess would be in this little cup?
200. I would assume that might be like a bag of M&Ms, maybe a little less.
Yeah, and that's, I think, a pretty fair guess. You would think, not that bad, 200 calories. It actually has 400 calories in just a small little cup. So 400 calories would be equivalent if you ate like a bagel. And a bagel would actually fill you up. This probably wouldn't fill you up. So it's important that when you look at the foods, you get the serving size so that you don't just eat whatever the container is and potentially blow your calories. And maybe you had 2 of these, you're almost at 1,000 calories. That's more than half most people's daily allotment. So going down the line, what's some of your favorite snacks that you eat here? And you don't have to lie, you can be honest here.
Well, okay, I'm not going to lie. The plain M&Ms don't do it for me, but when we have peanut M&Ms, that is a weakness for me.
Okay.
And I do love these Sour Patch Kids, too.
Peanut M&Ms, 415 calories per serving. And we're looking at fat, we're looking at 48 grams of carbs. That's twice the number of carbs that you should have in any one serving anyways. And you have almost 21 grams of fat. So a lot of calories. Make sure that when you do have your peanut M&Ms, maybe try a handful, or try a quarter of the cup or half the cup max.
Yeah, definitely. When we looked at the serving size on this, a regular bag of peanut or regular M&Ms is about 1.67 ounces, and these are 4-ounce cups that we have here.
Yeah.
So that's a huge difference. That's like 2 bags essentially.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, the answer would be have smaller containers, but that's not going to happen. So it's your job to make sure that you know exactly what's going on. You're aware of your foods so that you can make the right decision. And if you make the wrong decision, it was out of choice, not because you didn't know your serving size.
Right.
All right. So these are
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids. All right. These pretty popular on here?
Very popular. Those were just added to our snack mix, but I've seen them dwindling down.
Sour Patch Kids, 400 calories. So again, 400 calories. And typically, what do you think the average employee, you think, how many of these and how many of these per day would you say they eat?
Probably 2.
2 each.
Yeah.
Wow. So
1 or 2. Yeah.
1,600 calories.
Oh, not 2 each, but two of any snack.
2 of any snacks.
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
come back twice a day.
Again, more than half your daily calories in just a snack. Not even looking at eating lunch, breakfast, or dinner yet, and you're already more than halfway through.
Right. And I think there's a misconception out there too with snacks like Sour Patch Kids that it's no fat or low fat, right? Because it's a gummy snack.
Exactly.
So that's better for me than the M&Ms, but the calories are the same.
Exactly. And it is, this actually is non-fat, but the amount of sugar you're getting, when you raise your insulin level, your body's going to store fat. So even if you were to eat a salad afterwards and you just ate this, insulin level being high, blood sugar is high, you're going to store all those calories as fat anyways. So it's going to affect the rest of your day by just having that sugar high.
That's good to know.
All right, so we do have something that looks fairly healthy, almonds, right? So again, guess how many calories, if you didn't know, you'd guess in this 4-ounce cup of almonds.
I know almonds are high in calories, so I think even if I were guessing, I'd say probably more like 400.
Yeah, and you still would be wrong because we're looking at almost 700 calories in a 4-ounce cup. That's full. So a serving of almonds is about 12 almonds, and we have maybe 40 here. So it's important to make sure you count your almonds because they are higher in calories. All right. So as you can tell, snack room is really popular. I think people spend more time here than they do in their offices. All right. So what else do we have here? What is this?
This is a Cajun trail mix.
Cajun trail mix. Okay. So this actually isn't as bad calorie-wise than the almonds. This is only about 320 calories per serving. So it's a lot lighter because of the rice crackers. So it'll fill up more volume, and you're not going to have as many calories. This, what do we have here?
This is Oriental rice cracker mix. It's
pretty good. It's pretty good. This is what I would be eating. So, this here we have, where are we?
Rice crackers, the top one, 220 calories.
This is actually the best choice.
Yeah.
So, if you're looking for a snack, if you're hungrier than usual, go for something like this. You're going to have a lot less calories, more food volume. It'll help you fill up so that you don't, have a high caloric load with small density food, like you would with M&Ms or even with the almonds.
I think the downside of this one, though, is the carbs. It looks like there's 50 carbs.
Yes.
Just that little serving.
And that's a fantastic point. But now, I don't know what the source of carbohydrates are coming from. It's important to look at whether it's sugar or complex, because if it's complex, it's not going to be as bad for you as if it was all sugar, like with the Sour Patch Kids. This is all sugar, probably exactly no complex carbohydrates. This probably is mostly because it is made of rice.
Right.
And that's an important part. And that, just points to always knowing the nutritional information, asking for it, demanding it, so you can make a good choice. All right, so fruit. Fruit's excellent. A lot more volume in a banana than you would in a cup of almonds. Fruit, this only has about 120 calories per banana. This will definitely fill you up. Now, I see a whole lot less of this than I do of all of this.
You're right.
Is it because everyone else is eating this stuff?
Could be, yeah. I think these are the prize winners here in our breakthrough.
Apple, we have, do you like apples?
Yes.
I love apples. 74 calories, per serving. Excellent choice. Orange, about 100 calories per small orange. So you can eat all three of these, and you still wouldn't be the amount of calories you're eating in a small cup of M&Ms. So, like I said, if you're hungry, you feel like eating something, go for this first. If you want a snack, then work on other stuff, because you're less likely to fill up on those bad calories.
And the great thing about fruit is it's already in a serving size.
Exactly.
You don't have to think about it.
Exactly. That's a good one. I've never heard that. So, and you don't need nutritional information on
right.
that. All right, applesauce. Applesauce isn't terrible, but when you do eat the applesauce, you don't have the fiber, you don't have the bulk. So it's a lot easier to eat 2 and 3 of these than it would be to eat an apple.
Right.
So if you have the choice, go for the whole fruit. You'll have a whole lot more food. You'll be eating a whole lot less of it. All right, string cheese.
That's my real fave.
Yeah, me too. String cheese, we're looking at
80 calories.
80 calories per string cheese bar. So another good option, great combination would be this. Exactly, you have less than 200 calories, and it's almost complete because you do get some protein, some good fats from the cheese, and then you have your carbohydrates from the fruit. All right, moving along. Pirate's Booty. So this is another very, very light snack because it's made out of vegetables, and because it does take up a lot more volume, it doesn't have a lot of calories. So the whole bag is only 130 calories. So this is another very, very, very good option. Sodas. This is huge. So you could easily drink your daily allotment of calories by just drinking soda all day long if you're not paying attention. So what's your favorite drink?
Water.
Water. See, now
I don't drink any of the sodas over there. I know better.
That's good. And a cup of soda is going to have easily, especially in a small cup like this, about 200 calories of pure sugar. And once again, if you raise your insulin level with your blood sugar going up, you're going to only store fat calories after that because your blood sugar is high. So there are iced tea choices. There's water. Those are all infinitely going to be much better than just having regular soda all day long. So if you do like soda, make sure that you're limiting yourself to about 1 cup a day, and then mix in either diet soda, iced tea, or water, and it'll help keep your calories low. All right, so out of all these foods, let's separate what we should be eating and what we shouldn't be eating that often. That's going to be, this on my side will be good.
Oh, I get the bad stuff.
You get the bad stuff. There we go. That means you got to eat all that.
I'll take this.
Yes, I'll be here. This can stay here, and that will be there.
Yep.
So you have a lot of great choices. It's just making the right ones and making sure that out of those choices you're having the right portion size. Make sure you find out what calories per serving your food is before you eat it. Don't just assume whatever container you have is going to be right for you. It's very, very important. All right, hope that was helpful. If you want any other information like this with videos, make sure you let us know. Make sure you comment, and I'm going to be around the snack rooms making sure that everyone's making the right decision.
Me too.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I'll see you later.
Bye-bye.